DG GSI, Janardhan Prasad, to kindly join us on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you all to kindly be seated. Please take your seat as we are about to begin now. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, a very warm welcome to the dignitaries on the dais, esteemed guests, and the members of the mining community. A very warm welcome to each one of you present here. First of all, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each one of you who've taken out precious time to be a part of this event today. Let us start by evoking some energy in this hall. Can we have a round of applause for each one of you who's present here today? The dream of Atmanirbhar Bharat has been a guiding force to each one of us in the nation. And what it takes to be an Atmanirbhar Bharat, mining sector plays a very important role. Let it be in the fields of telecommunications, electronics, and everywhere where the growth is necessary, we need mining sector. Moving ahead, today is the launch event of the Ministry of Mines, and we know critical minerals are the lifeblood of the modern industries, driving innovation and powering our nation's progress, and are essential for the production of high-tech goods, energy storage system, communication networks, and much more. The central government, via the Ministry of Mines, plays a pivotal role in the sustainable development of mining sector. And recently, Ministry came up with the amendments in the MMDR Act, and the amended framework empowered central government to auction the critical and strategic minerals. The ministry took a significant step forward by initiating the first tranche of the auction on the November 29, 2023, launched by Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, who will be gracing this event in a short while from now, Honorable Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines. This auction marked a crucial milestone in our efforts toward the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, the self-reliant India, or the Atmanirbhar Bharat, as we all say. And we are so proud in telling you all that we are almost there. A lot of startups has been coming forward too. During this launch event, the annual capacity building plan for the GSI will also be released, followed by the handing over the financial grants to the startups in the mining and the mineral sector. As we all know that India is the startup capital of the world, and this is our initiative to promote the startup culture in mineral and the mining sector. Today's agenda is packed with insightful discussions and exciting unveilings that promise to shape the future of the mining sector. Without further ado, I would like to invite Shri Sanjay Lohia IAS 1994 badge. He has dedicated over 30 years to civil services. Shri Lohia has contributed his expertise to various ministries throughout his distinguished career. Now I request Additional Secretary Sir to kindly begin with his welcome address. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Respected Secretary Mines, Sri Kantarao, respected DG GSI, Sri Janardhan Prasad, and esteemed guests in this today's function. It's a pleasure for me to welcome you all to this important event of launch of second tranche of auction of critical and strategic mineral blocks and release of financial grant to the startups in mineral sector. I just give a brief background that as you are all aware, the MMDR Act was amended in August 2023, around 6 months back, and the central government assumed the power to auction critical mineral blocks and Here, within a short period of 3 months, the rules were notified and the blocks were put on auction. The first tranche was launched, and now we are in the today gathered here to the launch of second tranche of auction of critical minerals. So already the submission of bids for the first tranche is over. Some of the companies who are present here have participated in the tranche, and some who could not participate, or maybe because of various reasons. You have an opportunity to participate in the second tranche, which is being launched today. Apart from that, today we will have also, already we had a science and technology funding program in which the various institutions and government laboratories grants were given to take up research projects, etc. Now this grant has been extended to startups, and the first time some 4 or 5 startups will be given sanction orders today, and the purpose here to give formally is to encourage more and more startups to come forward with such projects. So this is another initiative which we have taken up today. And before the launch of the auction, as well as the giving of financial sanctions to the startups, we have lined up 2 presentations for you today, NGDR portal and discussion on exploration license. Some of you may have seen these presentations earlier, but some may not have seen. So I will request you to just pay attention to the 2 presentations. And here, these 2 presentations are very important because this NGDR portal was launched 2 months back, and this the data on this portal is very useful for us in Ministry of Mines or GSI or the state governments. It is as well also important for all the private sector companies in the country. This data is easily accessible to you. You can go through that data. You can propose blocks for auction for CL or for exploration license. So in fact, our purpose of organizing this presentation today is that you can go through the presentation. If there are some queries, our officers will be able to answer them. And you can use this portal for proposing new blocks, whether for composite license or for exploration license. There is another presentation that is on exploration license. As you may be aware, recently in the last month, 20 exploration license reports were handed over by Honorable Minister to various state governments, and we are hopeful that in next 2 weeks, some state governments will come forward for auction of those exploration licenses. This is a presentation for you to go through the various provisions of exploration license. So both the presentations, NGR as well as exploration license, are very useful for us in the mineral sector in the country, because these form the bedrock of future exploitation of minerals in the country. So with this, I welcome you all, and after these presentations, we'll have Honorable Minister joining us. He will be releasing the annual capacity building plan of GSI, as well as financial grant to the startups, and then launch of the auction of second tranche of critical blocks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for setting the tone right for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, now I would like to invite Shri P.K. Singh for a presentation and discussion on NGDR portal. This portal was launched by the Ministry of Mines on the 19th of December 2023, a platform hosting all baseline and exploration-related geoscientific data in a single GIS platform to expedite, enhance, and facilitate the exploration coverage of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Shri P.K. Singh with a round of applause.
Thank you, madam. Yeah. Respected Secretary, Ministry of Mines, Government of India. Yeah. Additional Secretary, Ministry of Mines, Director General, Geological Survey of India. all the dignitaries present over here in this hall. Very good afternoon. I'm Dr. P.K. Singh, DDG GSI. I would be discussing about the important portal as AS sir has told. This is very important national portal where all the data related with the geoscience is uploaded there. You know, many of you have already lot of information about this portal, and some of you has already explored and downloaded data as per our records. Therefore, we are very happy that this portal is being used. But as per the objective, maximum use of this portal is required so that objective of formulation of this portal is fulfilled. You know, Ministry of Mines has taken a lot of steps to enhance the exploration activity in the country. Data dissemination policy has been changed. Thereafter, as per the National Mineral Exploration Policy, this portal was envisaged, and ultimately it was inaugurated on the 19th December 2023. I would be explaining what are the facilities there, what type of data is there, how you are going to use the data in this portal. Those things I'll be covering in short, in a brief. Yeah. You know, these things I have already explained. What was the basic objective behind the formulation of this portal? This is the interface of the portal. You have to register it. For download of the data. You can view the data without registering even what are the data present there, but you cannot download, so objective cannot be fulfilled. So first of all, you have to register with basic credentials in which email is required, because the data you are going to download, a link will be sent to that email. Thereafter, you will be downloading the data because it is in the SAVE file in GIS format. So it will be examined, it may be analyzed in your system as per your wish. Careful, you have to register as general user, because the data uploader is only for stakeholders who are generating data to download in the portal. So most of you will be registering as general user, and every access will be there as general user. So data uploader and stakeholder admins is for data uploading and approving it. That is required for only stakeholders who are generating data. Then what are the facilities there? Map visualization, thereafter unified geoscience data, data integration, and project formulation. These will be the steps how you will be going step by step. What are the maps available there? You can, we are showing it in the form of map, but actually it is a geospatial data. It in the GIS format, it is geospatial data. You will be using different type of data analysis as per your wish, as per requirement of that particular commodity. Because you know, mineralization is such a complex phenomena, it requires different type of techniques for special type of commodities. If it is hydrothermal type of deposit, different approach must be taken, and if it is sedimentary, strata-bound, strata-formed type of deposit, different approach is required. So there are more than 28 geospatial, geoscientific data layers. Apart from that, some additional layers of infrastructure is also available there to overlay and take these decisions. Yeah. And then these are the basic tools. The first one is for, this is the gateway for map visualization, interactive analysis tool, reports download, and data download. And whatever the published maps we are also putting there. Actually, our one service, that is district resource maps, which includes a lot of information for each district as a unit. That layer has also been uploaded there. So if you are interested in the general geology, general mineralization pattern, hydrology, geomorphology, land use pattern, everything is there for a particular district. That facility is also there. You go through it in the published paper map download and select your district. Thereafter, you can download that. Yeah. Actually, if you are talking about strategic and critical minerals. This is very important point I would like to deliberate here. The exploration of critical and strategic minerals is more complex than other type of deposits. So if you are going in standalone for geological information, for geophysical information, it may not lead to your required results. So here comes the integration of different layers of geoscience data. You know, we have been doing this type of exercise, but now with the advent of this emerging technologies like AI and ML, there is a lot of scope to play with the data and come up with the required blocks for exploration in the next stage. Till date, we have been doing mostly knowledge-driven type of integration, where exploration geologists take decisions for each and every layer, categorize the layer, thereafter integrate it, and results comes. But with the application of this AI and ML, which is definitely emerging technology, there is a lot of scope to use this data for further type of exploration. So what are the, for any type of integration, whether it is knowledge-driven or data-driven, first of all, you have to have several layers of important, authentic, and robust data. So we are going to provide all this data at one platform. Simply you have to download, you have to apply your technique, and thereafter come up with the such type of results. So what are the layers there? I would like to show there. In the interface, your Google map comes. Thereafter, you will be selecting a layer. It is very user-friendly platform. Simply in first page, you will be seeing what are the data layers there. Simply click it there, it will show what is the data there. This is the most important and fundamental layer. You know, any geological exploration starts with this layer. This is the 50,000 geological map of India with all the metadata into that. You can download selecting the small area. If you are interested to take larger area, actually there is a limit. In one go, you can download data up to the area of 50,000 square kilometer. If you are interested to take other area, adjoining area, through 2-3 goes, you can download maximum data. For whole the country data, you can download. So this is the first layer. Thereafter, this is the data. This is the layer, actually, if you are interested to see the regional picture of the area. Thereafter, therefore, you need regional geological map. This is the 2 million scale map of whole the country. That is also available. Thereafter, geological, geomorphological and lineament. This is GSI and NRSC collaboration, in which whole the country has been covered for geomorphological and lineament mapping. That layer is available there. Thereafter, actually, we are auctioning different blocks. We are the updated information of the auctioned blocks with all the metadata. That is also available there. If you select that area, it will show since so polygon of that auctioned block. Whole the information is also there. Thereafter, large scale mapping. One is to actually, for the important areas, we are doing a systematic thematic mapping. We call it STM mapping. That is done on 1:25,000 scale. That data is also there, but this data is not seamless for whole the country because we are selecting those areas we are required to cover under at this scale. So with time, more populated, still we have around 3 lakh square kilometer data for on this 1:25,000 scale. Thereafter, another layer, that is geological layer, the National Geochemical Mapping Program. We have covered almost whole the country, which all the OGP areas, जो potential areas होते हैं, उनके लिए we've already covered whole the country. That data, this is vast data. For all the elements and oxides, you will get data. If you click simply one point, you will get the percentage of all the elements here. So that data is very important and very useful for exploration purpose. So that data is available. Thereafter, we are doing geophysical mapping. We are doing in 2 ways. One is closed spaced ground geophysical mapping and another is aero geophysical mapping. Both the data are available in the NGDA portal. Yeah. Apart from that, different for some research purpose, some academic purpose, if you are going to use that data, that is also available. That is for seismotectonic layer. Yeah. Apart from that, mineral map of the country, all the reserves and occurrences data of that is also available. This is for decision making. What are the areas where you can go for a particular mineral? What are the areas you can overlay different layers and make decisions. Then tectonic map is also there. Aerogeophysical data, we have still covered 5 blocks, and that data has been uploaded into the NGDA portal. You can download it. Apart from on-land data, we have our good amount of offshore data. Around 20 lakh square kilometer area is there. Out of, for that, we have baseline geoscience data available. Out of this, around 5 lakh areas, 5 lakh square kilometer has been selected as potential areas for mineral exploration. Out of that, around 3 lakh square kilometer has been covered, and that data is also available for offshore exploration. This is marine geology and marine geophysics layers. What are they available there? I have just shown here. This is marine geophysics data. Bathymetry, gravity, magnetic, and other data. What are the samples selected? Grab samples collected from the offshore. Those data is already available there. Apart from that, some hazard, if you are going to take some project in a particular area, suppose it is in hilly area, you want to know whether some hazard is there, you can see overlaying that area. Accordingly, you can take decisions. So landslide inventory as well as susceptibility map for most of for whole the country which are susceptible for this landslide. Susceptibility mapping has been done. What are the probability of occurrences of landslides is there? That data is also available. Apart from that, geochronology data. This is mostly for academic purpose. Even you can use here also what type particular commodity may be restricted in particular age. So on that basis, you can take decisions. Apart from that, we have also created state-wise maps for whole the country. You can take the data. If you are interested in particular state, you can select that data. Mineral map of that state is also available in our portal. Land use, land cover map is there. Apart from that, other layers which are of relevance for some geological investigation are available there. So you can see a lot of gamut of data is there. All the data, if you are interested to take for any type of such integration purpose, that data is available there. Apart from that, infrastructure layers from Gati Shakti, PM Gati Shakti portal that has been linked here. What is the road transport, air transport, railways, electricity, soil type, agroeconomic, those things are also available. You can overlay with the other layers. So yeah, I was talking about this district resource map. It covers a lot of information, not only the geology, apart from that, mineral map, geomorphological map, land use, hazard map, tectonic map, and with note on geology of that area and mineral occurrences, that is also available. That is a unit for this is the district. These are the data. You can simply select. There is option. You can simply select either toposit state, district toposit, or simply make one polygon. It will will be selected. Then a link will be sent to your registered email. There you will be downloading that in the form of shape file, as well as GeoJSON option is there, but mostly we use a shape file. But some people may use that in the form of GeoJSON format. That is also available there. In the same way, you can download reports of the area. More than 6,000 reports of Geological Survey of India has already been uploaded. Apart from that, from other stakeholders, we are in a process of uploading, digitizing the whole the data and uploading in the portal. That will be available soon. So a lot of data sets are available. Apart from that, detailed information in the form of reports is also available there. Simply, you can select any rough polygon, any area, and it will show what are the reports available for that area. Simply select that area, and the reports will be downloaded immediately in the form of PDF. This is the, simply I have shown how you are going to download. This is very simple steps. Once you start, you will do everything. And data download, I have already explained. And in the same way, for aero geophysical data, you can download in the form of XYZ, that is ASCII format. Thereafter, you can convert into the SAP file and make all those decisions. You know, this is a GIS-based platform, so you can overlay different layers at a time to make decisions. What are the areas? Suppose in one layer you have seen that the concentration of particular mineral, a particular element is high. Then you want to see what is the geology beneath that. Simply add that layer, adjust your opacity, transparency, and you can see what is the geology below that. What is the structure? What are the structures passing through that area? What is the concentration of that particular mineral in geochemical layer? So everything you can do and simultaneously make decisions and see. See the different layers I have shown how they have overlain. Apart from that, information of all the boreholes from the reports, we are also uploading there in the form of this. It will give all the information of that bore. What is the inclination of that borehole? What are the different layers which are promising? What is the assay of the minerals in that zones? Everything is there. Yeah. Simply you can overlay the geology over the different boreholes. What is the geology in which that boreholes are made? Those things are available there. Yeah. Apart from that, some additional tools are there. Suppose you are interested to see for whole the country. You have opened the geochemical layer. You want to see what are the places where the concentration of particular minerals, say copper is more than 200 ppm. And you can select those areas and focus on that. That option is also there. Select the layer. You will give the threshold you are interested in. It will show. This is the data of whole the country where the concentration of copper is more than threshold value. So those things, those options are also there. Basic things, how to see the concentration. You can see in the form of graduated colors, or you can make the contour as per your wish. What should be the interval of contour? It will ask, and it will generate the contour for that particular point SAP file. If you want to take immediately the map of that particular area, simply additional application is the print map. You select the area, it will give with the XYZ and location of that particular area, it will immediately download that map for your convenience. This is another thing. Actually, this is MERT template. We are uploading all the data through this MERT platform. Stakeholders are from this year, all the data is being uploaded into the portal directly from the stakeholders. And the legacy borehole data we are uploading through our system integrator. Yeah, one mobile application of NGDI is also there in the Android and iOS platform. So you can download and use it in your mobile as well. Yeah, this is not required. This is how to upload data into that. This is there. That is all what I wanted to share with you. And my request is the objective of this portal will be fulfilled if all the stakeholders, agencies, persons working in this field, especially this exploration of strategic and critical minerals is very much required to have such type of approach to get results for that. Thank you very much.
If anybody has any quick comments or some questions, PK Singh is here, so he will be able to clarify.
Thank you.
Sir, myself Rajan Sampan.
Yeah, I can hear you. No. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Myself Rajan Samdaria from Dalmia Cement. एक्चुअली सर मैं ये जानना चाह रहा था कि इसमें जो भी डेटा क्या ये कैट फॉर्मेट में भी अवेलेबल हो सकता है?
किस फॉर्मेट में?
कैट फॉर्मेट .dwg।
नहीं सर, एक्चुअली इट GIS बेस्ड। कैड में जनरली हम ड्राइंग वगैरह करते हैं, पहले मैप बनाते थे, लेकिन जब से GIS का यूज होने लगा है, दिस डेटा इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ shape file. Now some CAD machines are also there which can export this shape file into CAD format, but it is available in shape file as well as GeoJSON.
जिन डेटास का CSV अवेलेबल है
हाँ,
उनका तो फिर कैट
डेफिनेटली CSV है, तो यू कैन कन्वर्ट इट इनटू योर ओन फॉर्मेट और इन shape format, any format you can convert it.
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
Thank you.
I am Maidi Narayan, CMD MECL. I would first of all congratulate the team GSI for this wonderful work. I would like to ask which model will work better, knowledge driven or data driven?
Sir, actually if exploration geologist is involved there, as we have been doing till date, we are generally taking the expertise of exploration geologist of the area who knows the process of mineralization. If geologist, exploration geologist involved in that, that model also works. But with the advent of this emerging technologies, I think AI and ML, where the less importance is given to the expertise, rather machine itself search for the such type of location. So our data is equally good for both the models, whether it is data driven or knowledge driven. It works for both. Thank you.
I have a question.
Sir.
So there's lot of, there are many reports in the past which were in, physical format,
Yes, sir.
which were published by GSI and kept in the libraries in the district. For example, there used to be a district mineral map or a district mines report or something like that.
Yeah.
Those reports also contained a lot of information about those local areas,
Yes.
which probably some of the data that you have uploaded here may not have captured.
Okay, sir.
So is there a plan to digitize all those reports and put it on the same platform, so that if I'm looking at a particular area and if there is some physical report and offline report which was prepared by GSI long back about that area, I can refer to that also?
So actually those type of reports, they are compiled reports on the basis of the baseline work we have done. So in the baseline reports, those data are already there. And these type of works are compiled work of all those reports. So basically all the baseline data is there in our portal, sir.
So what I'm saying is that if you have district geological reports,
Yes, sir.
you put them also in this portal. It is possible that someone might be wanting to look at only the district geological report that you may have given to that district long back,
Okay, sir.
and may not want to, go through this entire analysis.
Yes, sir.
So especially state governments and state administration might want to look at that report and then decide whether to go deep into this data or not. So
Okay.
those also, whatever reports you have in the physical form, you scan them and upload here.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. We'll do.
The second point I have is that this NGDR which you have launched 2-3 months back,
Yes, sir.
you have gone and done workshops all over the country. I want to know if you have done a very deep dive training for the exploration agencies. We have about 20 private exploration agencies.
Yes, sir.
Have you done a separate training for them as to how they use this portal?
Sir,
We have done workshop in all the mineral rich estates, but we have not conducted.
वो जनरल टाइप का वर्कशॉप है जिसमें आप ऐसा एक प्रेजेंटेशन देते हो, उसमें किसी को कुछ याद नहीं रहता है. So you call these 20 agencies और उसके अंदर जो डेटा एनालिस्ट हैं
Okay, sir.
और उसमें जो जियोलॉजिस्ट हैं उनको अलग से बुला के
Okay.
either in a physical mode or in a VC, you do a deep dive 2-3 day workshop.
Okay, sir.
So that people start using this NGDR. We have been talking about this for last 2-3 months. I'm yet to see someone who comes and says, Ki, I have analyzed your NGDR and now I want exploration to be taken up in this area because I have analyzed this. Or you organize a hackathon or something like that where people can use this data and come up with some ideas and inferences for exploration.
Okay, sir.
ये कराइए.
ठीक sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, for a very insightful presentation, followed by discussion on the NGDR portal. Ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead now, we will discuss further on exploration licenses. We'll have a presentation that will be followed by the discussion. This presentation will explore the intricacies of these licenses and their role in driving exploration activities responsibly as well as sustainably. As we all know that we are looking for a sustainable future, this could be a very important step. I would like to invite Director, Minister of Mines, Sri Mushtaq Ahmed Ji. He's a 2006 batch IDAS officer and has been associated with the ministry since 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Good afternoon to all. Respected Secretary, Ministry of Mines, Government of India, dignitaries on the dais, delegates, participants, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be giving a peek into the new concession, mineral concession called exploration license. As you all know that discovery of mineral is the first activity as far as in the entire value chain of mining sector. So demand of minerals keep on changing depending on the upon the time, technology and utility of that particular mineral for the society. And you all are aware that aware about Iron Age, where the discovery of iron brought in so much of change in the society. Similarly, Bronze Age, then the Industrial Revolution happened because of oil. And now the focus of the society is towards critical mineral and deep-seated mineral. So understanding this requirement of the society, the Ministry of Mines is actually undertaking a lot of activities to explore and unravel the mineral potential of the country. And in that light, the new mineral concession called exploration license has been introduced. And can you go to the slides? If you see the country, the obvious geological potential which has been identified by the GSI is around 6.87 lakh square kilometer out of 32 lakh square kilometer. And so far, they have been able to do some kind of basic geoscience. They have collected basic geoscience data, and around 2 lakh square kilometer is yet to be explored. So, understanding this, the government of India realized that we need to explore the entire country so that we can actually unravel the mineral, unlock the mineral potential of the country. In 2023, there was, an amendment was made in the MMDR Act, realizing that there was no provision for grant of mineral concession for undertaking full range of exploration, starting from reconnaissance to prospecting operation. And it was also realized that world over, the exploration of deep-seated minerals is done by junior mining companies who get exploration right over a large area. There was, regular demand from the industry association to bring similar concept in the act. And after extensive consultation, in the ministry, it was decided to allow exploration agencies to undertake exploration from the reconnaissance stage within the framework of auction regime. And the act was amended and it came into effect on 17/8/2023. The key features of the exploration license is the concession will be granted through auction for undertaking reconnaissance and prospecting operation for a very large chunk of land. The grant of exploration would be for 29 deep-seated mineral and critical minerals which are listed in 7 schedule to the Act. These are potash, RE, lithium, cobalt, copper, lead, vanadium, to name a few. The maximum area of exploration license is for a block, one can have, one particular block one can have would be 1,000 square kilometer. And a maximum area limit for a person in a state is 5,000 square kilometer. Now, a very interesting thing which has been introduced in the exploration license is that any person interested in an exploration license can suggest an area to state government to auction for EL. Now, the NGDR data would be very handy because a person can go to NGDR portal, figure out which area is suitable for a particular exploration and suggest to the state government that this particular block you may put up for auction for exploration license. The EL holder is entitled to receive revenue share only for the mineral listed in 7th schedule to the Act. So there is a concept of revenue share as far as exploration license is concerned. So this will, the whole idea is to attract junior mining companies who will bring technology, understanding and research in the exploration and which will be beneficial for the country. The period of EL and the relinquishment. The period of EL will be 5 years, extendable by 2 years. However, EL holder is required to relinquish 75% of area so that only 25% remains with the holder after 3 years. The idea of relinquishment is that the people who have obtained a large chunk of area for exploration should undertake exploration and then relinquish part of the area so that they focus on the part which they want to further take up. Upon completion of the exploration, the state government to complete auction of the area for mining lease within 1 year from the submission of geological report by the EL holder. This is the scheme of exploration license envisaged under the MMDR Act. Now, on 21st of January 2024, 3 rules have been amended to implement the Act. The rules are Mineral Auction Amendment Rules 2024, Mineral Concession Amendment Rules 2024, and Mineral Conservation and Development Rules 2024. So we'll go to the mineral auction rules. Now, what is the prerequisite of auction for exploration license? There is no minimum level of exploration required for auction of exploration license. Blocks may be identified based on available geological information in NGDR. This is what I was actually referring to. Mr. Pankaj Singh had already described about the NGDR. Blocks to be identified by a committee of state government out of the block proposed by GSI, DMG or other government agencies or private person interested in auction can also suggest a block. Eligibility of the bidders should have a net worth of more than or equal to 24 crore. So it is the eligibility criteria has also been kept very low so that junior mining companies are attracted to participate in auction. Bidders or affiliate to submit only single bid in any auction. Now coming to the bidding parameters for EL, bidders shall quote for the purpose of receiving payment from state government a percentage share of the auction premium payable by the future leaseholder. The bidder quoting the minimum percentage shall be the preferred bidder. That means the block which has been explored by the EL holder, when it submits its report, geological report, and to the state government. State government, would put that particular block for auction of ML. The premium which the mining lease holder would quote, the EL holder will get a percentage of that particular premium. This is the the reverse auction mechanism which is envisaged in the exploration license. The ceiling price has also been fixed, uh, uh, is required to be fixed by the state government, but it shall not be less than 25%. It is a reverse auction process. Bidding process is same as given in the rule in respect of mining lease as well as composite license. The bid security has also been kept little low, 50 lakh rupee for an area equal to or less than 500 square kilometer, and 1 crore for an area above 500 square kilometer. As regards the grant of EL exploration license, the process is very similar to the grant of composite license in mineral mining lease. 1 year for execution of EL deed from letter of intent will be given, which will be further extendable by further 6 months time. EL holder to explore the area up to G2 level as per the mineral evidence and mineral content rules for carving out blocks for mining lease. The performance security has also been kept very low to attract junior mining companies. 1 crore for an area equal to or less than 500 square kilometer, and 2 crore for an area above 500 square kilometer. Now, how the EL holder will get the payment from the future mining lease has also been prescribed in the rules. The state will pay EL holder out of the auction premium deposited by ML holder within 30 days of deposit. Share to EL holder is payable for 50 years or exhaustion of resource, whichever is earlier. Share is payable in respect of each 7 scheduled minerals for all ML blocks prepared as per the MEMC rules. If a mining, the exploration license holder carves out 3 blocks of ML, so he will be entitled to get share for all the 3 ML blocks. So what would be the method of payment for the EL holder? The share is not payable for other minerals or those whose GR is not prepared as per the norm. So this is a limitation which is imposed. EL holders shall also get share in each installment of upfront payment deposit by ML holder. So that means the moment the auction ML block is put on auction, he starts getting his share from the day 1, that is the first, when this first installment is submitted. EL holder and the ML holder may enter upon an agreement for payment in any other manner like lump sum payment. There is a window which is also being given that you don't want to wait till 50 years. They can have some kind of an agreement and decide a lump sum amount. That is also a provision has been made in the auction rules. Now coming to the auction of mining lease pursuant to the exploration license, in case the state government is not undertaking auction within the period of one year, then the provision has made, such as in case of non-adherence of timeline, state governments to pay EL holder a fixed sum till selection of preferred bidder or annulment of second attempt, an amount of 1% of exploration expense or 10 lakh rupees per month, whichever is higher. So this is an incentive or a disincentive to the state government. In case of termination or lapse or surrender of ML or letter of intent, state government will give opportunity to the EL holder to take ML at the same premium. So EL holder can also take that particular block in auction if the preferred bidder do not want to continue with the mining lease. Tender document shall include raw data. This is actually this provision has been incorporated to ensure that, there is the data sanctity is maintained. The exploration license holder does not, have an, information asymmetry. So therefore, this provision has been kept. The tender document shall include raw data, boreholes, cores, periodic report, and ownership structure of the EL holder. A bidder in ML auction shall declare if he is related party of the EL holder. EL holder is allowed to bid for ML explored by him. There's no, EL holder is not debarred from, competing in the auction for ML. However, in the second round, the name of the EL holder or his related party and his final price offer shall remain visible to all the qualified bidders. This is actually to bring some kind of transparency in the auction process, so that, the exploration license holder does not keep any data with him. Now, coming to the next rule, which is the mineral concession rule, there is a provision of surrender. Surrender of part of the entire area of lease can be made at any time. In case no exploration is proposed in any area under the scheme of reconnaissance or prospecting, exploration license shall mandatorily surrender such area. Now, there is another act, another rule, which is MCDR, where there is a provision of timeline for submission of the scheme of reconnaissance and prospecting prospecting. Now, the timeline is 90 days from the letter of intent. Those scheme of reconnaissance and prospecting license has to be submitted to the Controller General. The EL holder is mandated to submit half-yearly report. Earlier, we have yearly report. We have made it, brought it down to half-yearly report. Similarly, for the month report of operation for the month of for the period of January to June will be submitted by 15th of August, and for a period from commencing from July to December, the report of operation will be submitted by 15th of February. All other rules of MCDR as applicable on reconnaissance and prospecting shall be appropriately applicable on EL holder. There is one more restriction on disclosure of information of the scheme of reconnaissance as well as report. The scheme of operation, scheme of reconnaissance and all reports, geological reports, the EL holder will not share with anybody else except for the government. So this restriction is there in the Mineral Conservation and Development Rules. Thank you very much. This is a short speak on the exploration license. Yeah.
If you have any relevant questions, we are open for discussion. We still have some more time. If you have any questions or any point of discussion, you can please raise your hands. We'll get you the mic. Can we please get the mic there? So please introduce yourself and then maybe you can ask the question.
Good afternoon to all. Sir, would you like to tell me the process of EL?
Okay, thank you. As I have already described, the EL would be granted through auction by reverse bidding, where the bidder will the bid will be for share of auction premium payable by the mining lease holder. The bidder quoting the lowest percentage bid shall be preferred bidder for EL. After completion of prospecting, the identified blocks would be auctioned for grant of ML. The revenue share payable to EL holder would be applicable only for deep-seated and critical mineral to the mineral specified in 7th schedule of the Act. So this is the what do you call the process of grant of exploration license. whatever mineral which is listed in Schedule 7, for only for those mineral, this share of revenue will be, will be available. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Arun Kavra here from DBS. We had been exploring for diamonds in India. In fact, DBS got the maximum reconnaissance permits in the country, more than 80,000 square kilometers. Of course, after 2015, we had not been exploring because now it's all under the auction regime. Now, this was a very nice presentation which you have given on the exploration license. And you said, one of the main objectives is to attract the junior mining companies who are required to explore for these deep-seated minerals. Now, as you say, the junior mining companies, of course, first thing is they need a large area that you are giving 5,000 square kilometers per state. But secondly, do they come on an auction regime? Because the junior mining companies, they work on the premise that in case they discover anything, they will be able to move to the mining lease without going through any other process like an auction in between. Whereas an EL involves two-stage auction, not even one. Secondly, in case they don't want to go for an ML, many of the junior mining companies, as you must be aware, they sell their license. So I'm not sure whether the EL, since which has come, whether any junior mining company has even applied for it. Because if we want to attract junior mining companies, we should first study what they want and then go for it. Thank you.
No, this is the law of the land today, and the proof of the pudding is in eating. So let us do an auction of these exploration license block and see how it works out.
Yeah.
Any further questions?
Yeah, I just want to ask that whether all of these presentations be also available online and soft, like on any of the portal, be it MSTC or NGDR, so that probably we can refer it later on.
Sure. We'll upload this presentation on the Ministry of Mines website. You can download from that.
That should be super
Yeah.
helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. So the concern that we've usually had is that there were many internationally expert junior mining companies that were there in India before. Is our approach towards the exploration license that we want to grow the domestic exploration industry alone, or do we also see a potential for attracting or inviting more international globally acclaimed exploration agencies to also come in India? Just wanted to get more thoughts on that.
Hello. See, we want everyone. We want all of them. We want all the Indian companies, all the foreign companies to get into exploration of critical and deep-seated minerals, which we have not been able to find in large quantities in India. Even if a foreign exploration company or a junior mining company has to come into India to do this task, they have to set up an Indian subsidiary. So only an Indian company or an Indian national can do this work. So therefore, we will try to attract those foreign companies and request them to set up a company in India, 100% subsidiary in India, and to take up this task. Of course, we want all the Indian companies to get into this task, especially those who have not looked at mining till now. There are many data analytical companies, there are many startups which might want to get into this area, because if you analyze the data and if you can come up with an inference, then that can lead to a mining activity where you can get income for the next 50 years. So this is a very attractive option. It is just that there is an initial investment that they have to put in to do the exploration themselves. So we expect both Indian companies and foreign companies to take part, and we will encourage Indian companies by doing hackathons, by trying to help them through financial support and so on and so forth.
We have one more question here.
Yes, sir. I am BK Bhatia from FIMI. Thanks a lot, Mr. Aksa, for giving detailed presentation on this exploration license rules. My query is that under Schedule 7, we now have 29 minerals for which exploration license to be granted. And if we see after 29 minerals, the other side, the part D of the Schedule 1, there are 24 minerals, and most of the majority of the minerals are here also. So my query is that it means once the GR is submitted there after EL, then state government has to transfer this to the central government for auctioning of the ML. So it means what I want to raise is that there should be some mechanism wherein within stipulated timelines, the state government should refer this matter to central government for auctioning of the ML.
No, that will be done. We have made it a part of the rules, so there should not be any problem in this regard. There will be no problem there.
And other point was, sir, we have kept that 25% the ceiling price, and we are mentioning that the state government will not be giving below that. So what you mean to say, generally the state government tendency is once you have picked some figure, so they will not go beyond that. So why to give such a low figure? It means that prospective explorer will not be able to go beyond that.
No, no, this is the lowest of the ceiling price. So they can put 50%, 75% also.
They can put, but normally in practice, the state government, they will just catch this 25. They won't go beyond that.
No, so if in one round it is not possible, maybe next round.
I thought you are speaking on behalf of mining companies. आप तो side switch कर लिया, exploration के side आ गए. Anyway, it is a reverse auction. It will be much below that only.
So, Piyush Srivastava from Tata Steel. So this, the exploration for the battery minerals and the critical minerals, it's a very different ball game compared to the bulk minerals that we are used to. So this requires, first of all, a lot of specialists because different techniques are required. And it's a very risky business. So somebody mentioned the junior explorers, say world over, they are able to, they do the exploration. Most of the places they don't succeed, but where they succeed, they are able to then bid for it, even in the stock exchange. So that is where they make the money. So now my question is, if the explorer, he is not able to hit the mineral or not in the economic ratio as it would be, then how does he get reimbursed? That's the risk. Every exploration may not turn into a viable mining lease.
So the basic geoscience data would be available on the NGDR. So some basic information would be there. Some due diligence will be taken by the exploration license holder also. So they will not be just randomly coming and just going to a place. Second thing is that once an ecosystem is created about this exploration license, I think the junior mining companies will also be getting registered in the stock exchange, and then their stock prices will definitely go up when they are hitting gold. So the idea is to create some kind of ecosystem where sir has already mentioned that we should go ahead once we see the water, and then we'll be able to get to know how this exploration license is evolving as a concept.
Ultimately, the money is to be made through mining and processing and then using it. So there is a whole economics behind it. Just proving that there is so much grade of minerals may not be economically viable. So,
see, even in the foreign scenario that you explained, the junior miner goes and tries 3-4 places. At one place, he'll strike gold, right? And from that, he'll recover all the investment. Correct. Here also, they can try 2-3 places. Even if they succeed at one place, he can sit at home for 50 years and earn a revenue share, for the next 50 years.
Yes. So that means it requires some deep pockets, big area. So and also the capacity to do this.
Yeah, capacity is an important point. This is where we need to get a lot of data analytic companies, a lot of geologists on board to ensure that their technical capacity is good and they're able to crack something. See, 1,000 square kilometers is a large area, so I'm sure they should be able to find something or the other in that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for a very insightful presentation as well as discussion. And thank you all for sharing your responses with us. Moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Matthew, who is the DDG of GSI, to share some light on capacity building program on GSI. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Mr. Matthew with a round of applause. As he is walking here, GSI remains pivotal in India's journey to self-reliance towards mineral exploration. Mr. Matthew.
Respected Secretary, Sri V.L. Kandarao Saab, distinguished guest, and dear friends. GSI, as you know, is a 173-year-old organization. And from the very beginning, we were in the journey of India's developmental activities. Initiated with mapping, then coal exploration, then we diversified. And almost every commodity we started exploring. So with this 173-year-old organization, about 6,000 strong workforce, we are major organizations which has to continue our journey and in pursuit of an Atma-Nirbhar Bharat. We have to attain self-reliance. And in that process, we have been mostly dealing with our domain aspects of the technical training programs and technical. So with the new training or learning ecosystem set up by the Prime Minister, we have set up the Mission WT, and as part of this Mission WT, every government official, every civil servant has to go back to the learning process. Once a person gets into a job, he feels that learning process is over. But to keep them in the line of learning, Mission WT has devised a system where all the civil servants will undergo self-paced, asynchronous training programs so that at least they will be spending 1 hour of learning per week and a total of 50 learning hours per year in enriching their competencies, in enhancing their competencies, in their domain, in their functional domain, functional competencies as well as behavioral competencies. Usually we neglect the behavioral competencies, but the new learning ecosystem has identified that all these three components have to be attended by the respective officials or the civil servants. So, as part of the mission WOD, the assignment was assigned to capacity building commission, and as the capacity building commission has chalked down the processes, every government office was taken into confidence, every government office was scrutinized for their roles, responsibilities, the designations of each individual, and what are the competency gaps that they are having. So, as per this, last 1 year we have been associated with Capacity Building Commission, and first it started with the accreditation of our GSI Training Institute. So, from January to May, we were going through the process of accreditation, and we got the accreditation from NAPT as well as the CBC. After that, the ACBP kickoff started by August, and August 1st was the kickoff meeting with the chairman, CBC, and the DG GSI, which happened at GSI Training Institute, Hyderabad. So from there, we started the journey. And today, we have come out with the capacity plan for the year 2004. And we have already started implementing it based on the capacity building unit planning the programs. So 100% registration in IGOT was the first goal, which we have almost achieved. 98% of our employees are registered, and around 39,000 programs have been attended to, and about 36,000 completed. Every 3 months, so that every individual will be attending at least 6 to 7 programs. So last 13th, we have brought out the capacity building plan for this first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter, so that the capacity GSI employees are concerned, their functional capacities as well as their domain capacity, behavioral capacities will be taken care by the program of the ACBP. So the last quarter will be taken up later. So mostly it starts with contact, then prevention of sexual harassment against women, then introduction of emerging technologies, then orientation module for life mission, safety in the cyberspace, personal and organizational values, and understanding motivation. So these are the first set of module that the person has to undergo during the first quarter. And then from the noting and drafting to right to information, and all those functional requirements or the functional competencies are being undertaken by each individual. So this is an online training by the IGOT platform, and each individual is sincerely attending these programs. So for the excluding the behavioral and functional, GSI TI will be taking up the domain aspects. which will be related with technical aspects of GSI or geology, mostly geology related. So this will be continuing every year, and the competencies, once they are achieved, that will be mapped and kept, and what are the lacuna or the gaps in the competency will be mapped, and the individual will be informed which training he has to attend. So this is a novel training or learning ecosystem where almost all the government officials have to undergo, and this is what we have initiated. And by this year end, we will be coming out with the results, and that can be analyzed for future planning for the next year. Thank you so much.
Any points of discussion from anyone? Any questions, any queries? Ladies and gentlemen, we will be soon joined by our Honorable Minister, who will be launching the second tranche of auction on critical and strategic mineral blocks. Meanwhile, we still have some time. If you have any questions, any queries, we will try to address them for you. Anyone would like to make any comments?
I have a question on this capacity building. Maybe any representative who's here from Capacity Building Commission can answer. Why is this only for 2024 and not a long-term plan? Yeah. एक mic दीजिए उधर, madam.
Sir, effectively it is a long-term plan. Some of the competencies which is revised annually, because behavioral and functionals don't change, but whatever will be upgraded will be done on annual basis so that we are up to the current trends. So idea of keeping it annual is so that whatever is missing, whatever is urgent needed can be added on a timely basis. And we see that 90% remains same, only 10% keeps changing year on year. So effectively majority of it will be the same.
So this plan that you have prepared is for the calendar year 24, is it?
Correct. Because it needs a time-based approach so that people know exactly this month they have to do this, and thereby a calendarized plan. Otherwise the target would be very difficult to set.
Just give an indication of what kind of outcomes will come out in, say, by December 24. Can we say that 50% of the 6,000 workforce will go through some kind of training or the other? What are the kind of outcomes?
So what we are targeting is about 40 hours of learning on average for at least 50% of your workforce. So we are targeting at least 50% of your workforce. Number you just said would have achieved at least 40 hours of courses, which includes things like prevention of sexual harassment, emerging technology.
The basics courses.
The basics, because those are fundamentally what we want to cover first, and then come to domain courses, because domain courses will take a while to get digitized, and while they are being digitized to be delivered physically, which GSITI and GSI is very actively working on. But creation of those courses will take a little while. So while we see the domain courses being ready, they will probably be ready for consumption only towards November, December month. So
this 40 hours of learning, will it be outside office hours or within the office hours?
So we fundamentally believe capacity building is part of your daily office working as well. So it is part of your daily office exercise itself. The idea behind keeping it 40 is so that it is not too strenuous on the workforce, and it can be accommodated accordingly. But it is effectively part of their.
So roughly about 40 weeks are left in this calendar year. So we have to ensure that every week each employee spends about an hour in learning something or the other, right?
Precisely.
This is the kind of monitoring. Do you have a monitoring tool by which all this can be monitored?
Yes, sir. So there are two layers of monitoring. One is which is available at GSITI's level, where they can log in and see how many, which employee has completed how much percentage of courses, where are they, how much are they going, but a very detailed data analytics. And the second level is obviously with us and the IGOT team, so that we can give a broad overview of how many percentage of your workforce has already been onboarded and how much of the courses they have completed. So these two details are available at any time. You can pull it up at your own level, or you can always ask us. We'll be happy to share.
What is the target for the number of technical courses that should be onboarded during the year?
So right now we are targeting 10 to begin with because this is a new exercise for GSIT.
So
GSIT
10 brand new, is it?
10 brand new, sir. Because GSITI already has some 40 courses on iGot. So these courses are already digitally available, like some of these courses. One effort is to increase its quality, and second to add 10 more new courses. Just to give an example, some of your courses which are already available and made available by GSITI online is being consumed by other departments that had no idea what Geological Survey of India is doing, and which is effectively helping us de-siloize government. So somebody from ISRO is able to take your courses and understand a lot of things. And there are other areas, like I was just talking to the team that the survey portal that we are talking about, I think this should immediately be converted into a course. Some of the data sets like landslide information is critical to people who work in disaster preparedness, and if they know that this is available and can be customized and can be learned, it will really help. So I think effectively the next thing you do is probably convert this into a course. So there are 10 such things that we are planning here. There's already a healthy number of courses available.
These 40 courses that you have, Matthew, how many people, what percentage of people in GSI would have already gone through some of these courses? माइक में बोलिए.
So we have uploaded 32 courses, out of which 30 are domain specific and 2 are on writing skills and presentation skills. So about 12,000 people have already registered in these courses and 5,000 plus completed. And that count, we have yet to see the number of GSI people who have done it. So that count we will be taking, sir.
Give me a rough number. Out of these 40 courses, there could be 2-3 very basic geological courses, which most of the people must have done.
Yes. Not the domain, especially the writing skills and presentation skills.
No, technical. I'm talking about technical.
Technical, we have earthquake related, which other than GSI also people are attending. That's why 12,000 persons have already registered, and 5,500 mostly completed also. So any government official who is part of iGot can do it. So what we are doing is, the iGot courses will be simple, very simple. 2 or 3 are level 2 courses. Otherwise, all the iGot courses which we are proposing, they are for the common man without any basic knowledge of geology. So they can understand. Any government official can attend it.
For how many government organizations of the size of GSI have you done this kind of plan and launched it? 93.
By the next 6 months, sir, we would have covered all departments of central government. That is the target that we internally at GSI. So you will have a plan available for all. All these plans are already available on our website, the ones that are already released. We have so far finalized and launched 60 of these. Some are awaiting launch and all that. But we would cover all the 90.
And these 93 have been done by CBC themselves, or some you have done yourself and some are done by your consultants?
Both, sir. It's a healthy mix of both. Majority by our consulting organization, given the...
How many have you done? Out of 93, no. Out of 93, CBC has done how many?
Sir, CBC has done, because it's distributed across teams. So
roughly?
25, sir.
So GSI is one of those 25?
Yes, sir.
So why did you choose to do GSI yourself and not through a consultant?
Because the GSI has done extremely good work already that which we can build upon. It did not require us start from scratch.
Is it because GSI has one of those institutes which are recognized as a national level training institute?
That's true, sir. So GSITI as an institute has already accredited itself and has already done a training need assessment. So what we start with is a training need assessment, and that data really helped us. So we realized we didn't have to put so much effort right from scratch to do it. We can build upon what they already had, and there was a healthy amount of courses that was already available. So both the demand and supply was available effectively if you look at it. We just had to shape it into a more comprehensive plan that works for all and match it to the supply that is already coming. So that is why GSITI was helpful for us. And the whole overall support from GSI really helped because now we are able to mobilize, move really quickly on it. Next effort is obviously to increase the quality of these courses, but that's a second level of effort.
What is your immediate milestone? What is the first milestone in this after the releasing of this plan?
So these 5 courses that Matthew sir spoke about, the 5 priority courses we want all employees to finish, which we think is critical. For example, prevention of sexual harassment, emerging technology. We think everybody in code of conduct. I think everybody in GSI should know this, and laterally across government also. So this is the immediate milestone.
Is it 5 or those 6 courses that DOPT has mandated? There is some DOPT mandated 6 courses, right?
So DOPT mandates courses, but departments take a call on adding or removing some of these courses. So in this scenario, we had gone with 5. There was one change also, which I'm sorry not recall immediately, but there was one change made specifically for GSI. So these 5 we are starting with immediately, but that means that course from DOPT will also get covered eventually in the calendar. So we are not definitely missing out on it. Just adding a timeline of 3 months after release, we want to exhaust these 5 courses.
So in 3 months, all employees of GSI would have done all the 5 courses.
That's the target.
Is that the target? No, don't repeat it. Don't repeat it. It is your secret because he is giving you 3 months. You are saying in the next 3 days you will finish it off.
So
that's for the quarter.
That's for the quarter,
We
sir.
will be completing by this.
So for the first quarter, 8 courses are there. 6 mandatory courses plus 2 more courses are there. That's the personal and organizational values and understanding motivation. Those are the 2 courses other than the 6. So first quarter, these 8 courses will be over. Then for the second quarter and third quarter, for the level 2 to level 6, we have 10 courses and from 7 to 15. And even DGSI has registered and he is also attending courses. So from the MTS drivers to the DGGSI, all are participating, and 127 more people have to register. That within 2 or 3 weeks we will get 100%. That was a today was a target fixed for 100% registration, but
what are the 6 DOPT mandated courses? Just read them out.
Code of conduct for government employees.
Mic dur rakhna.
Code of conduct for government employees. Prevention of sexual harassment of women at workplace. Introduction of emerging technologies. Yoga break at workplace. Orientation module on mission life. Stay safe in cyberspace. Personal and organizational values. Stay safe in cyberspace. Those are the 6.
What is the situation, Farida? What is the situation in the ministry? Is GSI ahead of you or behind you in this training? Mic dena, madam.
We have completed all the 6 courses, and in fact this till 31st March we have given a new 4 courses for all the levels to complete, and I have asked my establishment people, because today is the last day, to take review how many courses have been completed, so that 4th March we will issue another set of instructions for all the officers to complete the courses by 31st. But we have completed all the 6 courses, so we are ahead of GSI in that.
Okay, thank you. Madam, can you just go through the program once? एक बार program बताइए minute to minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll quickly take you through the whole program. We just had seen the NGDR portal presentation and discussion. That was followed by the presentation and discussion on the exploration license. We'll soon have the GSI's annual capacity building program. It'll be a launch. It'll be the planned launch. Then we'll have the address by the Honorable Chairman, Capacity Building Commission. It'll be done virtually. That will be followed by handing over the letters of financial grant to startups in mineral sector. As we all know that India is the startup capital of the world, and this is our initiative to promote the startup culture in the Ministry of Mines. And moving ahead, we'll have a short film on exploration license. We've just witnessed what exploration license is and how sustainable we can use it. And that will be followed by the launch of second tranche of auction of critical and strategic mineral blocks. Ladies and gentlemen, just to define you more, critical minerals such as lithium, graphite, cobalt, titanium, and rare earth elements cater to the requirements of sectors such as renewable energy, defense, agriculture, pharmaceutical, high-tech electronics, telecommunications, transport, and creation of gigafactories. They play a pivotal role in development of electrical vehicle. As we all know that the world is inching towards the EV technology, and we all need critical minerals to do the same. Wind and solar energy projects and battery storage system that will be crucial in helping India meet its target to achieve 50% of cumulative electric power installed capacity from non-fossil sources by 2030. So this launch will act an important role. Critical minerals, we all know that they're also essential for the country's economic development as well as the national security. The lack of availability of these minerals or concentration of their extraction or processing in a few countries may lead to supply chain vulnerabilities. The future global economy will be underpinned by technologies that depend on minerals such as lithium, graphite, cobalt, titanium, and rare earth elements. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll soon be joined. I think Mantriji is gracing the occasion now. We will soon begin with the second tranche of auction of critical and strategic mineral blocks. And this launch will be followed by the special address by Mantriji himself, and that will be followed by the vote of thanks. And we'll also have the press conference for the friends of media. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Honorable Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji with a thunderous round of applause. जोरदार तालियों के साथ मंच पे स्वागत करें. Honorable Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है, अभिनंदन है. आपसे अनुरोध है कृपया मंच पे अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें. Once again, all the dignitaries and the delegates who've just joined us for this launch event by the Ministry of Mines, I welcome you all and I request you all to kindly be seated and take your seats as we proceed ahead for the further program. I now request Secretary, Ministry of Mines, Shri V.L. Kanta Rao, to kindly welcome and felicitate Honorable Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji. जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें, अभिनंदन करें. So we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude for your presence here. Now I request Dr. Veena Kumari Dharmal, Joint Secretary, to kindly welcome Shri V.L. Kanta Rao. जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें, अभिनंदन करें. I also request Farida Nayak, Joint Secretary, to welcome Additional Secretary Shri Sanjay Loya ji. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This is a small token of gratitude, a planter and Angavastram. I request Mr. Shakil Alam to kindly welcome and felicitate DG GSI Sri Janardhan Prasad ji. Let's have a round of applause. Once again, all the delegates, all the dignitaries on the dais, our friends from media, and all those who've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome to each one of you present here. Now, moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Shri V.L. Kantarao, IAS, batch of 1992. He has dedicated over 30 years to civil services. Shri V.L. Kantarao has contributed his expertise to various ministries throughout his distinguished career. Joining the ministry in 2023, he quickly made his mark. In a remarkably short span of 6 months, he has spearheaded the launch of both the first and second tranches of auction, showcasing his exceptional leadership and dedication and advancing the ministry's objectives. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Shri V.L. Kantarao.
Thank you. Honorable Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, all the industry partners, stakeholders, media, ladies and gentlemen, this is another momentous occasion for the Ministry of Mines, quickly coming after what was done in November, that we have come to a stage where we are able to do the second tranche of critical minerals today. And Honorable Minister has been our guiding force in ensuring that we use all the geological reports available with us on critical minerals and take them up in tranches in a quick manner. Sir, in fact, before you joined the program, we also made use of the presence of so many stakeholders here by telling them about the new regime that you have launched last month in Bhopal, that is the exploration license regime, sir. Exploration license is a new concept for the mining sector in the country, and all the rules and regulations are in place, and we are in regular contact with the state governments. Honorable Minister handed over 20 reports to the state governments, where on the basis of which they can do the auction of exploration license, and out of these 10-12 states to whom the reports have been given, 5 states are actually in readiness to do the first auction of exploration license in the country. So maybe in the next 10-15 days we should be able to hear a good news on that. Also, we will continue from Government of India side in making sure that critical mineral availability is there for the industry, especially for the battery manufacturers and the future industries that are getting set up in the country. A simple example is that, with the kind of schemes like PM Solar that are getting launched, there is a lot of demand for these critical minerals for the manufacturers who are setting up the units in India. So we will gear up our ministry, we will gear up our sector in ensuring that we do mining in time and providing these critical minerals to the technology sectors that are coming up at a fast pace in the country. Today we are also taking this opportunity of Honorable Minister's presence in launching the first financial assistance to startups that we have come up in the ministry. Till now we have been only assisting R&D institutions under our scheme, but now we have taken it one step forward and we are funding startups, and today it will be the turn of the first six startups to get financial assistance from the ministry for doing work that is related to mining and processing of critical minerals. Sir, today we will also seek your indulgence in releasing a capacity building plan for the biggest organization in the ministry, that is GSI. About 6,000 people of GSI will benefit from this plan. So with this, please hold on to look at the kind of blocks that we have come up with in the second tranche and the kind of figures that we have on the value of the resources that is available. It'll just take another 10 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As sir has mentioned that we'll just be releasing the GSI's annual capacity building plan. With over 6,000 employees, GSI remains pivotal in India's journey to self-reliant, which is the Atmanirbhar Bharat, towards mineral exploration. Under the mission Karma Yogi Bharat, the Capacity Building Commission has crafted an annual capacity building plan for the Geological Survey of India, which is known as the GSI, to enhance competencies. Now, we would request our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, to release the annual capacity building plan. And we request all of you to kindly be present in your spirits as we launch the annual capacity building plan by GSI. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This is the release of GSI's annual capacity building plan. Moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, as we all are talking about the startup and how startups can help in the Ministry of Mines in the mineral sector, we are celebrating innovations and entrepreneurship. We'll witness the handing over of letters of financial grant to startups in the mining and mineral sector. These initiatives aim to empower budding entrepreneurs and foster innovation in the mining ecosystem. The S&T Prism was launched on the 15th of November 2023 for inviting proposals from startups and MSMEs. This is the first time we are funding startups, and Honorable Minister will hand over the letters of financial grants to the selected startups. There are 5 selected startups who are being gone through a rigorous process of selection. Now I request Honorable Minister, sir, to kindly hand over the letters of financial grants to the startups in the mineral sector. We will begin with Ashwani Rare Earth Private Limited from Pune, Maharashtra. Now talking about them, they are into business of establishment of pilot plant for extraction of neodymium and praseodymium metal from neodymium, praseodymium oxide through calciothermic reduction route for NdFeB-based permanent magnet application. Many congratulations. Zordar Taliyan. Next, I would like to invite representatives from Saru Smelting Private Limited, Meerut, UP. Talking about their proposal, it is aimed at the establishment of pilot-scale plant for lithium-ion electrofusion reactor for alkali metals. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And they are being congratulated by the ministry itself. Next, I would like to invite the third startup and the representatives from LN Intech Services Private Limited from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Talking about their proposal, it is intended for efficient and sustainable production of alumina hydrates, by electrolysis of sodium carbonate and produce hydrogen. बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. The next I would like to invite Solar Powertech Private Limited from Cuttack, Odisha, whose proposal seeks pilot scale production 25 kg per day of high purity battery grade silicon material for lithium ion battery anode. All the way from Cuttack, Odisha. The next startup is Kalishe Private Limited from Shillong, Meghalaya, talking about their proposal. They aimed at developing a software named GARB for exploration of rare earth elements. The outcome would lead to a comprehensive tool for geologists, aiding in mineral exploration, mine planning and optimizing mining operations. जोरदार तालियों के साथ सभी का अभिनंदन. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these are the startups which were being granted something, as we all know, the finances. If just give a round of applause to each one of you. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं सभी के लिए. Now moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, we've heard about the exploration license. अभी कुछ देर पहले हम exploration license के बारे में सुना, and we've heard how it can revolutionize and sustainable development in this sector. Now we'll all have a look at a short film on exploration license. Can we have the AV, please?
India is well endowed with mineral resources. India's centralized hinges on exploring its own mineral wealth. Creating critical and deep-seated mineral resources like lithium and rare earth elements, India has set itself on the journey of reducing dependence on imports, saving supply chains, and attaining net zero targets. About 6
innovation, development, and sustainable growth. Moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, now the time has come that we all have been waiting for, the launch of the second tranche of auction of critical and strategic mineral blocks. And now I would request our chief guest, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, to kindly unveil the launch. This is yet another stepping stone in the growth of the mineral and mining sector. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for yet another historic moment. The second tranche of e-auction has been launched. Thank you, and congratulations to each one of you for this launch. Now moving ahead, now I would request Honorable Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, for his keynote address. जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें, अभिनंदन करें.
Secretary Mines, Sri Kantarao ji, Additional Secretary Sanjay Loha ji, Janardhan Prasad ji, Director General GSI, all other dignitaries and stakeholders who are present here, representatives of the media and friends. It is with a great pleasure and honor that I extend warm welcome to each one of you to this momentous occasion, making the launch of the second tranche of the auction of the critical and strategic minerals. As we have already released financial grants to the startups in the mineral sector, I congratulate them, and GSI's annual capacity building plan. The mineral and mining sector is the foundation for a nation's economy, and startups propel the economy forward. Today, at this moment, we are celebrating both how the government under Prime Minister Modi ji has not only transformed the mining sector but also created the culture of startup in the country. And value of the resources of these 18 blocks, estimated value of the resources is 30 lakh crores approximately, 30 lakh crore. तो ये भी मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, we started this process, of course इसका चर्चा बहुत दिन से हमने किया क्योंकि this is one of the major reforms. तो बरस डेढ़ बरस से हम बहुत इसका चिंतन मंथन हुआ, लेकिन ultimately we decided last year that a critical minerals का हमको कहीं भी शुरुआत करना है, तो इसीलिए पहले चर्चा क्या शुरू हुआ, क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स कौन सा है. तो हमने क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स which are the critical for the country, that was not listed out, and first we did that, and ultimately we could able to make it 30, and 6 are not available in our country, and 24 we have decided to formulate a policy, and whatever needed amendments were to be done, that was taken, that was taken up. उसके बाद हमने एक्ट अमेंडमेंट करने के लिए प्रोसेसिंग शुरू कर दिया, एंड अगस्त में 23 August we brought the amendment, and within 3 months we brought the rules. उसके लिए भी पब्लिक कंसल्टेशन सब कुछ होता है, स्टेक होल्डर्स कंसल्टेशन, पब्लिक कंसल्टेशन, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कंसल्टेशन। ये मोदी गवर्नमेंट का स्केल और स्पीड दोनों का एक उदाहरण है। 3 महीने में ये पूरा करके, और हमने पहली ट्रांच में हमने किया था 20 किया था, और उसमें भी response is very good. Almost more than 180 people have purchased the document, and many people, many stakeholders are participating, and good response has come up for that also. And now within November we did that, and today we are launching the second tranche. And this second tranche, today the royalty rates have been approved more. आज सुबह हुआ था, तो जब हम डेट डिसाइड कर रहे थे, हमारे बीच में चर्चा हुआ, तो रॉयल्टी रेट अगर डिसाइड नहीं होता है तो क्या करना। तो मैंने और सेक्रेटरी साहब चर्चा करके डिसाइड किया, ये तो मोदी गवर्नमेंट हम बता देंगे कि हम लॉन्च का है, उसके पहले चाहिए। तो सेक्रेटरी ने उसके लिए ब्यूरोक्रेटिक लेवल में काम किया और हमने पॉलिटिकल लेवल पे काम किया। आज हम लॉन्च करने से पहले अप्रूवल लेके आपके सामने है, ये हमारा स्केल एंड स्पीड है। हमने प्रधानमंत्री जी को भी बताया कि आज हम लॉन्च करने जा रहा है, और इसका हमको अप्रूवल, हम आपसे प्रार्थना करते कि हमको अप्रूवल चाहिए। प्राइम मिनिस्टर वॉज काइंड इनफ, immediately it was taken, and today approval is given. So this is the how the government is functioning today, and we had promised you in the November, if I remember well, and you also remember well, सेकेंड ट्रांच में बिफोर कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट हम लागू करेंगे, हमने प्रॉमिस किया था। जो हमने प्रॉमिस किया है हमने करके दिखाया है। तो अभी आपका जिम्मेदारी है, 30 लाख करोड़ का ये वैल्यू है, और 30 लाख करोड़ का वैल्यू का इसका उपयोग करना, आत्मनिर्भरता के तरफ जाना। इसके लिए अभी तो और 7-8 दिन में तो हम तो और डिफरेंट मोड में चले जाएंगे, लेकिन अधिकारी लोग काम करेंगे, आप चिंता मत करो। तो आगे इसमें हम लेके जाएंगे, और हमारे थर्ड टर्म में जब हम आएंगे, आते ही हम तीसरा ट्रांच भी लॉन्च करेंगे। तो मोदी सरकार इसके थर्ड टर्म में लॉन्च करेंगे, ये भी मैं आपको आश्वस्त करके जा रहा हूँ। अभी हम इलेक्शन मोड में जा रहे हैं। So today with over 1 lakh startups in India has the world's third largest startup ecosystem. As we release the financial grants to startups, let me invite other players to the partner with one of the most important sectors in the country, the mining sector. We promise to fulfill the support from the government. And as we all know, S&T Prism, which was launched in the November to fund the research and the innovation to the startups by MSMEs working in the field of mining and mineral sector. A total of 56 startups and MSMEs participated, out of which 5 have been selected. I am proud to highlight that along with the financial grant worth 7 crores, these selected startups will be provided the mentorship and incubation support and the technical advisory support during the entire project period. And as I said, we have also released the GSI annual capacity building plan. This plan under the mission Karmavegi will help the design, training capacity and building modules to overcome the competency gaps and meet the future demand. तो मैं आते ही मैं GSI का डायरेक्टर को पूछ रहा था, I was inquiring with him, आप नेक्स्ट ईयर हमारे थर्ड टर्म में आप कितना क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स का रिपोर्ट आप हमको देंगे। तो ही वॉज टेलिंग 300, लेकिन सेक्रेटरी थोड़ा इधर उधर बातचीत करके मुझे बताया हम 240 करेंगे। तो ही आप 240 कर दो, जो सेक्रेटरी बोला है इतना कर दो, 240 रिपोर्ट्स यू हैव टू give, and those 240 at the earliest. Kantarav is quite efficient and he has done excellent job. I am really appreciating him, and I am quite confident in the next term he will in the next entire year all the 240 whichever reports are given, they will be auctioned. तो PM साहब ने हमको टारगेट दिया था बिफोर 2025 we have to complete the auction of 500. So I think that will happen. We have already completed 368, है ना लोहिया जी, 368 हो गया है, and that will happen. So GSI capacity building यही है जी, और कुछ मुझे तो बाकी सब ये टेक्निकल चीज़ मैं क्यों जाऊँ, मेरा तो काम ही नहीं है वो। मुझे 240 रिपोर्ट्स नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए चाहिए, हाँ जी, और बाकी उसके साथ सरफेशियल भी जो कुछ भी थोड़ा कर सकते हैं वो भी करिए। इसके साथ ही साथ हमारा जो आज के दिन में एम्पैनल्ड एजेंसी जो था एक्सप्लोरेशन के लिए, उसका संख्या भी बढ़ गया है, तो उसमें अभी 20 हो गया है, नाउ इट हैज़ बिकम 20, एंड ठीक है बहुत कम है, 7 प्रोजेक्ट्स हमने दिया है, लेकिन शुरुआत तो हो गया है, इट हैज़ बीन बिगन, एंड आई अर्ज द ऑफिसर्स एंड ऑल्सो यू पीपल दैट गिव द वर्क टू देम। तो उसमें और भी कुछ लिबरलाइज करना, ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस में कुछ करना है, तो हमारा एंटायर टीम, माई सेल्फ एंड आवर सेक्रेटरी एंड हिज टीम, वी आर रेडी टू कंसिडर इट। तो हमको क्या चाहिए, हमको इतना ये चाहिए कि एक्सप्लोरेशन ज़्यादा हो और आत्मनिर्भरता बढ़ जाए। दिस इज़ व्हाट इज़ द थिंकिंग ऑफ द मोदी गवर्नमेंट। तो इसीलिए ये जो 20 एम्पैनलमेंट है, इन लोगों को हमको काम देना चाहिए। ये भी इसका भी ये जो हम प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो सपना है 3rd टर्म में हमारा इकोनॉमी 3री नंबर पर पहुंचना है, उसमें हमारा मिनिस्ट्री का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। तो इसीलिए ये जो 20 लोग हैं, वी शुड शोकेस द सक्सेस स्टोरी ऑफ दिस 20 एम्पैनल्ड एजेंसीज, क्योंकि नहीं तो अगर वो ठीक तरह से नहीं करते तो बाकी सब लोग आगे आते नहीं हैं। तो इसीलिए ये 20 एजेंसी को भी कैसे हम काम देना, तो उनका उपयोग कैसा होना चाहिए, एक्सप्लोरेशन कैसे बढ़ना चाहिए, उसके लिए भी एक परफेक्ट प्लान बनाना चाहिए। और उनके साथ सेक्रेटरी साहब, मेरा एक निवेदन है, आप उन लोगों के साथ भी आप इंटरेक्शन करके व्हाट दे नीड, एंड समवेयर ऑल द 20 शुड गेट सम जॉब। ऑफ कोर्स कंपटीशन पर होता है, बट दे शुड गेट जॉब, सो दैट वी कैन एक सक्सेस स्टोरी हम खड़ा कर सकते हैं। Our goals are aligned with the requirements of the changing world, and we are committed to meet our international commitment under the Sustainable Development Goals. We also understand that critical minerals are poised to play the vital role in India's pursuit of the Sustainable Development Goals. Therefore, capacity building will also cater the evolving the demand from the mining sector to explore, develop, extract the critical and essential mineral repository responsibly. This brings us the historic moment of the day, the launch of the second tranche. Today we are launching the second tranche. I am happy to see the speed and the scale of the transformation of the mining sector. Let me give the latest example how quickly we are transforming the mineral and mining sector. The making of this day started on 24 July 2023, when the first time in the country our government identified and released the list of 30 critical minerals. In the monsoon session of the parliament in the August 2023, MMDR and OMDR acts were amended by the parliament and notified. कभी कभी क्या होता है, पार्लियामेंट में बिल पास होता है, नोटिफाई नहीं होता है, नोटिफाई होने के बाद रूल्स फॉर्म नहीं होता है, ये सब मिला के आई वंस अगेन कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट सेक्रेटरी एंड हिज टीम। 3 महीने में सब कुछ हमने कर दिया, विद इन 3 months. And then launch of second tranche has happened in the 3 months of the first launch. Today in the morning, Union Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Modi ji has approved the rationalization in the royalty rates of the critical minerals, and in less than 6 hours, we are here launching the second tranche. मैंने पीएम साहब को भी आज बोल के आया, आप अभी पारित किया और शाम को हम इसका लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, और आज सर आप मीडिया में आज शाम को और कल सुबह इसका न्यूज़ आपके टीम के द्वारा देख सकते हैं। तो इतना तो, और पीएम वाज आल्सो वेरी हैप्पी, इतना हमने प्रिपेयर करके हम गए थे। ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर वाज आल्सो वेरी हैप्पी ऑन दैट। टुडे द रैशनलाइजेशन of the royalty rates for the 24 critical minerals and strategic minerals, we have launched the second tranche of the critical minerals auction, and even though the union government has the responsibility of the auctioning of these blocks, revenue accruing due to auction and subsequent royalty payments etc. will accrue to the states only. In fact, states are the biggest beneficiary of the mineral sector reform. Their earnings have grown manifold after 2020 amendment. Odisha, for example, has seen the growth of 860% in the earning from 2015 to 16 to 2022 to 23, almost 8 years. In these 8 years, Chhattisgarh earnings have increased by 620%. Jharkhand by 425% and Karnataka by 316%. The first tranche of auction witnessed the enthusiastic response from the bidders, reflecting the industry's recognition of the immense potential and the significance of these minerals. Building on this momentum, the launch of second tranche presents an opportunity to the stakeholders to further contribute towards the India's economic growth and competitiveness. I commend the Ministry of Mines for meticulously finalizing a list of critical and strategic mineral blocks for the second tranche of the auction across the various states. A total 18 criticals and strategic mineral blocks are put up for the auction in this second tranche, out of which 17 mineral blocks are put up for the grant of composite license, 1 mineral blocks for the grant of mining lease. The minerals include graphite, glauconite, tungsten, vanadium, rare earth elements, nickel, potash, cobalt, phosphorite, PGE, etc. These mineral blocks are spread over across the 8 states of Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu. I would also like to highlight that after today, potash mining can start in India for the first time. तो हमारा जो उधर के बीकानेर में हमारा लॉ मंत्री और हमारा MOS पार्लियामेंट अफेयर्स मंत्री रहता है, वो तो बहुत पीछे पड़े थे। हमारे सेक्रेटरी साहब को भी वो स्वयं 3-4 बार बात किए थे, लोहिया जी से बात किए थे। I think after hearing this today, he should be very happy, and the entire people of Rajasthan should be also happy. And today we are beginning that. 2 potash blocks in Hanumangarh and Bikaner in the Rajasthan will further the vision the Atmanirbhar Bharat by checking the import of potash. We have been in constant touch with the industry regarding the taking initiatives to assure the Atmanirbhar in mining sector. Based on the industry feedback and the global best practices, we have revised the royalty rates. As you already know, the last year we introduced an exploration license for the deep-seated and critical minerals through amending MMDR Act. We also removed the certain mineral from the list of atomic minerals to expedite the auction from the critical mineral. So today, when I stand before you during the launch of this second tranche, I assure you the ease of royalty administration, I assure the fair revenue to the state, and to the potential investor, I assure attractive return on investment. This auction tranche may be the second tranche, but many of the minerals have been put up for the first time in India. We are confident that their indigenous mining would lead to the reduction of the imports and support the effort of making Atmanirbhar Bharat. These minerals are necessary for the technology-driven economy and energy transition of the country. Encouraging their mining would help in overcoming the supply chain vulnerabilities and dependency on the country. India is a mineral-rich nation, and we do not want India to be left behind any developed country in terms of making use of mineral reserve. The mineral wealth of the nation should be used to improve and empower the lives of the citizen. Rationalization of the royalty would pave the way for more investors getting into auction for leasing the mines, thus leading the increased mining and the mineral processing. This will further help in plugging the gaps in the supply chains of the critical minerals. The royalty rates have been kept at reasonable level to encourage the more participation in the auction. So we have heard and acted as per your feedback. Our intent is visible in our actions. Now I request you, the industry, to participate in this auction. The auction of the critical mineral presents a win-win opportunity for the stakeholders involved, from the job creation and the revenue generation for the local communities and indigenous peoples, for fostering innovation and collaboration among the industry, academia and the government. This development will strengthen our strategic partnership with the allies and trading the partnership, while helping us to achieve our climate goals through deployment of the clean energy technology. As I said, we are committed to enhancing the ease of doing business in mining sector. We are implementing the reforms to make mineral mining more attractive, boost the production and exploration in the country. Before I conclude, I would also like to mention that एक्सप्लोरेशन लाइसेंस का जो रिजीम शुरू होने के बाद लास्ट मंथ वी हैव हैंडेड ओवर अराउंड 20 blocks to the state. 5 states are ready to auction within next or 15 or 20 days. तो जो हमने शुरू किया है, जो एक्सप्लोरेशन का रिजीम, एक्सप्लोरेशन लाइसेंस, पहले हम कंपोजिट लाइसेंस और माइनिंग लाइसेंस देते थे, तो बाद में एक्ट में अमेंड करके हमने जो एक्सप्लोरेशन लाइसेंस का रिजीम शुरू किया है, कम से कम 5 states they will auction at the earliest, and we are also doing follow-up. And during the last mining ministry conference also, many states, they have assured us that as soon as we got the report, we will go for the auction. These are the changes. And once again, before I could conclude, I will tell you, any suggestion which is win-win opportunity should be there for both for the investor and the, as far as the revenue of the government is concerned, we are open for any suggestion. Modi government is open for any suggestion, so that we should become आत्मनिर्भर. तो हमको जो भी हमारे पास है, जो भी मिनरल हमारे पास है, उसका इंपोर्ट बंद होना चाहिए. ये तो प्रधानमंत्री जी का बहुत ही आग्रह पूर्वक हमको सोचना है. तो इसीलिए तो जब भी हम रॉयल्टी रेट भी हम 2%, 3%, 1% इतना रॉयल्टी रखा है. द रीज़न इज ओनली दैट वी शुड, तो हम थोड़ा ज़्यादा रेवेन्यू लेने का चक्कर में हमको इंपोर्ट करने का नौबत नहीं आना चाहिए. ये सोच हमारा स्पष्ट है. तो फिर भी इसमें कुछ चेंज करना, आगे भी कुछ आपका सजेशन है, गवर्नमेंट इज ओपन फॉर दैट, बट द इंटेंशन इज टू स्टॉप द इंपोर्ट. विद दीज वर्ड्स आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट. एंड सब इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करिए. जो ऑक्शन अभी शुरू हो रहा है उसमें पार्टिसिपेशन करिए. और जो स्टार्टअप्स है, स्टार्टअप्स के लिए भी मेरा शुभकामना है. और भी आगे हम सपोर्ट करते रहेंगे. और जीएसआई का जो हमने टारगेट अभी फिक्स किया है, ये मान लो ये भाषण नहीं है, ये टारगेट का मीटिंग ही है, इसे मान के चलो. और तो इतना तो करना ही चाहिए. विद दीज वर्ड्स वंस अगेन आई कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट यू ऑल, एंड आई ऑल्सो थैंक आवर मिनिस्ट्री एंड सेक्रेटरी एंड हिज एंटायर टीम. धन्यवाद. नमस्कार.
Based on the report, my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Minister of Mines, who is instrumental in driving these changes by prioritizing exploration of critical minerals, as well as making the required legislative changes to enable the auction of critical minerals. As Honorable Minister has mentioned, today only the Minister has obtained the approval of royalty rate for 12 critical minerals, and 3 of which are figuring in the blocks which are put up for auction today. I am also thankful to Secretary Ministry of Mines for leading and guiding to fast track the whole process so that we could come out with the 18 additional blocks of critical minerals within 3 months of first tranche of auction. Sir is also instrumental in changing the S&T guidelines of the ministry so that the startups and MSMEs are supported in taking up projects for processing and beneficiation of the critical minerals. My thanks are due to Additional Secretary Sir, who is always our guiding and supporting figure in the ministry. A big thanks to all the industry representatives who have come and participate in the event today. My request to all of them is to, with the same zeal, participate in the auction, buy all the blocks, the bid document for all the blocks, and also participate in the auction. They have always been supportive to the ministry in all our initiative. I am sure other officers, my colleagues, joint secretaries for their support and guidance, and representative of other ministries for being present here today. No event can be completed without the presence of media and their queries. Thank you for coming here today for being part of this important event. A big thank you all of you. Thank you.
Once again, thank you all for joining us here. Let us together embark this journey of collaboration, innovation, and progress. Thank you all of you for joining us here. This will be followed by the press conference that will be in the Tagore Hall, requesting all the friends from the media to kindly proceed towards the Tagore Hall. Once again, I would like to thank all the dignitaries on the dais. And rest of the people, kindly proceed for the high tea. एक बार फिर से आप सभी का धन्यवाद. All the friends from media can proceed